8 o'clock in the morning, Llandudno Beach.
The beach on the side, other side of it. Wow.
After weeks of preparation, Adele and Sarah have arrived for the day to record their pop video. With her media studies, Adele has planned all the shots, but upon arrival, there's a problem.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So where's the sea? Oh, God.
Oh, what's that nice bit there?
No, but if you want to walk off into the sea, how long do you be walking? It's going to take an hour just to get them there.
Friend Katie and Sarah's nan are there to help.
Katie's not funny, don't worry.
There's some rocks that would have been really nice.
That'll be alright then when we come back. Some sand over there. Tide. No, there's no sea.
Does anyone know what time the water gets to there?
Do you mean the sea?
When we first got to the beach, I was just thinking, where's the sea? Because we can't have like a beach shot and no sea, can you? You may as well just have put a bit of sand down on some grass or something.
There's no crabs, is there, in rocks? Oh, I'm scared of them.
Adele has scripted 4 scenes in 4 different locations with 4 different outfits. The girls have to find the locations to match the shots. Bram has been roped in as cameraman. He's only operated a camera once before. And Sarah's boyfriend Dan is an extra.
I didn't know that the sea had to be close to the rocks anyway that we're standing there. The sea's not going to be in the shot anyway, is it?
I know.
So why does it have to be closed? Why doesn't it matter what rocks we're standing on?
Because we're panning from the water up to the rocks. Well, why is the big holes in the sun like that?
Someone might have walked on with football studs.
Yeah, because you do bring football studs to the beach, don't you? Well, that would be good there, though,
I think we should go to the other half because there's more shops.
We're not here to shop.
But if we get bored, we can always have a look.
With the tide so far out, it's going to be a long haul to the first location.
Over there, near the rocks.
Miles out.
So we could go there and have... It depends where the water's going to be. We either go on this side and Bram's going to have to be here and pan from the water up the rocks. And then you get that in the background.
Right, so these ones are those ones. We can go have a look at the other beach.
Yeah, are the ones at the other beach. I reckon it'll be really good on this beach, all of it, because it's deserted. But the sea's too far out at the moment.
Yeah.
Adele and Sarah dream of being pop stars and hope this video will be their first step. But if it doesn't work out, Adele's decided she'd like to go into directing.
My initial vision was on a beach. I just really, really wanted to do it on a beach, like Britney Spears' Summertime, is it called? Sometimes or something. That video, something like that, because I think it looks dead nice on that beach. So I wanted something like that.
This is awful.
But Adele's beach isn't in the Caribbean, and in the search of blue seas, the group move on to a second beach.
We need it so that the water's like here. Why do we? Because that's what the pan is. You can't pan all the way from over there up there, it looks stupid.
No, we're not going to get any rocks like that.
No,
you're coming.
Adele is looking for a specific backdrop for the first of the 4 scenes, and she's struggling to find it.
The only thing is the water's all the way over there. Alright, come on. Come on! Come on!
1, 2, 3, 4.
They just want a rock that's, you know, where the water's splashing up against it. But every single one of them is full of seaweed, so God knows I look like a mermaid, I think.
I was trying to find a location that still had like the water like crashing on the rocks, because that's what we're supposed to be opening on. So I walked to the end, and then the rocks weren't nice there, so we had to get one that was just in the middle of the beach.
Stand this way.
They found the rock, but it's taken them 2 hours. With time of the essence, the girls are already behind schedule.
Yeah. So you've got the rocks in the background.
All
the way over there. Yeah, and then there's a bit of water behind her, but you know what I mean?
The first location sorted, the girls go off to change.
No, I'm going to not falling in my white boots off you.
200 miles away in Bury, Nat is on a territorial army excursion. A year ago, she decided to stay on at Egerton as a coaching assistant in the PE department, but things didn't work out from the start.
I left school in the June or July, I think, and then I started to work on the 2nd of July, so I didn't have time to make that crossover from pupil to teacher, And when I was in some lessons, the students used to treat me as if I was a student, same as them. And some members of staff used to treat me like I was a kid.
Nat left Edgerton after only 6 months. Since then, she's been out of work and is thinking about a career.
It's going to TA really, because from being little I always said I wanted to go into the army. But it's really like a big step to take and everything. And going into it's like voluntary. And you just do it one night during the week and some weekends. And it's a challenge.
That this is a disciplined organisation. We expect you to follow instructions, to follow commands. There is a reason behind everything. If we want you to jump off a 2-foot wall and you won't do it, we have doubts in the back of our mind as to whether you would go into a situation where there's the potential for you to get injured or perhaps even killed.
Despite its dangers, Nat finds the army regime appealing.
I think it's the like outdoor pursuits, the fitness and everything. Probably the discipline as well. I don't know why, but it's quite good to like be under that kind of thing.
The weekend starts with the recruits giving a brief talk about themselves.
Right, my name's Natalie, I'm from Manchester, I'm 17. I was doing a YTS at Edgerton Park Arts College. I'm on an apprenticeship, a coach's assistant. I've got one sister called Paige, a dog called Milo, and I live with my mum.
You're a coach's assistant?
Yeah.
So you're doing what?
I was. So say like if there was a coach teaching football, I'd just go around and help him. Like give the balls out and go over the skills.
Right, yeah. So what are you doing now then, if you was?
I've left that job and I'm just looking for a job now.
Okay.
Sarah, what are we going to do? The rocks in the water. But the shot was dead good. Oh, stupid water.
Having not accounted for the tide being out, the girls have now not accounted for it coming in.
Tide's coming, and that particular rock over there is one we're going to use that we plan all day to actually use for the tide. Hey, what do I know? I'm just a humble extra.
Let's try and sit in that little cracky bit.
The first location ruined, Adele quickly picks another rock and sets up the scene for the first shot.
There.
Not perfect, yeah.
Yeah, right. There. Right, stay still, Sarah.
Hey.
Dad, don't be.
I was in a bit of a daze when I was a bit sleepy and stuff. And then she said, stand there, do this and do that. It was funny. And then I started waking up and getting to the hang of it. And then I was suggesting things to her. And she was like, yeah. And then I started going back to sleep again.
Should we make him sit at the rock and then walk away?
Dan, by the end of the time that Adele's finished singing, you need... Can't hear me.
The group prepare for take one. But complication arises over the entrance and exit of Dan, who's playing the love interest in the video.
Why didn't he just walk from the side there? Because you said he wasn't in shot before.
Savvy.
Stop fiddling.
Having sorted out Dan's timing, Bram is now struggling with his shot.
Stomp. Just to get here in time, yeah. I can't film, man. So, I haven't been trained or anything. I just know how to press a little red button and then move it.
Scene one is finally in the can, but with the ever-present pressure of the time and the tide, the girls will need to move fast.
Done?
It's 4 o'clock and it's been raining in Llandudno for 2 hours. The girls still have 3 scenes to shoot. Adele has planned scene 2 as a dance, but with the tide in and time running out, Sarah is having doubts about whether they can do it. She decides to change plans.
We're just going to have to go and do a really quick take of everything. Adele?
Yeah?
I don't think we should do the dance.
Why?
The sand's soggy.
It's only
No, Adele, it's 10 past 4 now. Just walk round, just improvise, do something simple yet effective.
Will you think of something while I'm doing the makeup then?
Right, okay.
Adele has spent weeks planning the scenes, coordinating outfits and choreographing the dance. She's unhappy for Sarah to change everything at the last minute and can see her Britney-like video slipping away.
Adele, we've been set back today from everything. We
Right,
should have
well,
started this
I
at
know.
what time? Half 11, half 12, 1 o'clock. We should have started this and it's now 4:15 and if we decide to do the dance, basically, I think we're just being stupid and unrealistic.
Okay then. Well, what do I do instead then?
Just walk, simple but effective, just improvise. If we go on that sand, do it over there, that's if everybody can be bothered
And
walking
what about
that
for the
far.
rest of it?
That pier bit, I'm thinking like there's a lamppost there. These lampposts here. Well, if you're going to lean against posts, you don't need to get the lamppost in, do you? Just get you leaning against the post. Like you could come up the stairs and then come round. You just walk down here.
Right.
It's something
Right.
simple but effective. Right, can everybody walk over there?
So what we're doing?
Just improvising this, just walking around so look comes round again.
I didn't want to fall out with Sarah, but I just didn't like the way she was just taking over. Like, I'd done all the planning and she just turns up on the day and takes over. I didn't like it. But I didn't want to argue because it wouldn't have got us anywhere.
For the last scene, the girls planned to wear bikinis, but with the changing weather, Sarah just wants it all shot.
If we go up, it's that piece of sand over there, it's like a beach and the tide doesn't come into it yet. Then just do something like improvise the chorus together rather than doing the dance, and then under the pier either use that bit of path over there, just walking.
What about
I'll just
the
pick
end
another
bit
place.
with the bikinis? We can't just walk
Do you
around the
really
beach
want to
because
get
that's
into
what we're
bikini
doing anyway.
though in this weather?
I'm not bothered.
Nothing had gone right in the day at all. Everything had changed. There was no point doing a storyboard at all because nothing had gone to plan.
Adele's not happy with me.
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's just going to take way too long. Pram,
It's already
you've got to
taken
admit,
too
right, you
long.
shooting that dance and going around is going to take far much longer than me and Adele just walking towards the camera.
Because I think that's going to be dead quick to film.
What?
It takes about a minute to do the dance and all he's got to do is sit in the 4 different positions. Because at least we know what we're doing then.
It's going to take way too long. We've only got 3 hours to shoot 3 shots. This should have been shot at 1 o'clock.
Do you have to do the second verse as well? Do you have a second verse in it?
We've got the chorus, second verse and last verse to do, yeah? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what I want to do because everything's just gone wrong. Nothing's gone to plan, to the storyboard or anything like that. I don't know, I suppose I'd rather do the dance and then just do some backups like we planned. But Sarah's changed her mind.
I mean, I don't bother, but we're only using it for a demo.
I know.
For a demo, you don't have to make it, like, perfect. Camera angles and everything.
It's 5 o'clock, it's raining, and the girls are still undecided on the final scenes. Back at the TA centre, the weather is no better, but rain does not stop the recruits from practicing drill. Nat and school friend Kate have no option but to brave it out.
Okay. What we're going to do now is a basic introduction to foot drill. Alright, what I'm going to cover this morning is coming to attention, stand at ease, stand easy, and if we get time, turnings at the hole. Alright? From the outlook, standing over here, or from the flank, or from the retire, you look like a big body of men stroke women. And the reason is, you've got all the big people on the outside, so when the enemy's looking at you, going back to the battles of Waterloo, they think, gosh, they're big. Because all the dumpies are in the middle, and they can't be seen. TA tactics. Squad! Squad! Woo! Standard! Ease! Standard! Ease! Wait for it, Doris.
It's just part of like the TA or the army, isn't it? Having the sergeant shouting at you. It's just the way. It's just part of the discipline, and you have to take it. You've got no choice.
Stand! Standard! Ease! Out!
You had to like keep a straight face while he was shouting at you and while you were doing things, and I kept doing it wrong, and I had to just try not to smile or laugh, which I failed doing.
The squad will move to the left in threes. Right! 10! 1, 2, 3, 1! I knew it! I knew it! The squad will advance. Right! 10! 1, 2, 3, 1!
I don't think Kate liked it because she didn't even like getting shouted at off him anyway. So it made it worse that it was raining and she was soaking wet through. I think it was just her hair that she was more bothered about.
Right, come on.
Nat feels lucky her school friendship with Kate has lasted.
This is your one-to-one.
I am happy like with the way things have gone. I've got like 3 strong friendships. I'm glad that I've brought them with me from school, and I can keep them and go out and make new friends as well now.
Left turn. So she needs to know the executive list.
Right,
Yeah?
right. That one's good, isn't it? Right. Come on, squad. 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 Right, you want to say in. Right. Right, stand at ease. Squad. Squad. Right. Squad. Squad.
Back at the beach, the dance routine has been abandoned, but Adele has decided to exert some direction again.
Okie dokie.
It's going to throw it down in a minute.
London No Beat said Coldplay, Drizzly, bit of a indie video, but pop video. It's meant to be nice and happy and running round, and it's grey skies and raining and windy. I thought it's not too good for a pop video, is it? But
By 6 o'clock, the winds are gale force, the rain is drizzling, and the weather bitterly cold.
Right, Sarah, we've just got to pretend we're really hot.
It's the penultimate scene, which is Sarah's request, is along the beach.
Oh my god!
Sometimes we've been walking down the beach like this.
It's wet here. Yeah.
Make it all worthwhile. What happened then?
Where?
We just knew that we had to carry on there and then. So we did. And it was windy and it was cold and it was wet. It was like gale force winds, wasn't it? You see the sea in the background. But we did it. Just doesn't look great.
Oh, it's warm!
Yeah. Hug me! Right, go on.
if you get closer to the water, you won't get those minging houses in the background.
Okay. Will you walk with me because you walk? Right, quick. It's the last 4 lines. She says so love comes and I sing when I look into your eyes, but at the same time. I feel like Marilyn Monroe. Right, so we're gonna do that, but we're not gonna be in the bikinis long, so get set up now. Bram, set the camera up please, because we're getting into the bikinis now and we're gonna be in them for 5 seconds.
We're not having any back shots.
Well, they're going to walk in here with hardly anything on, get very cold, probably get poisoned by what's everything in here, and then walking out. That's all I know. Filming that.
Do I look really fat?
Yeah.
Does my bum look big?
It's stuck on my boobs.
It does.
There we go, let's do this.
7 p.m. and the girls are going to brave it, walking into the freezing Irish Sea in their newly purchased bikinis.
If there's a jellyfish in there, will someone pee on me? Just if it stings me.
I'll do the honours.
Right, take 2. We need to stand here. That camera needs to be there.
What?
I thought they lost it, man, putting on bikinis, and I was like, I had like 7 layers on or something, I was still cold, and they've just like got a bikini on. I thought...
After 12 hours of sun, wind, rain and ructions, the video is finally in the can.
Oh no!
But will Adele be happy with her directorial debut and Bram's fledgling camera work?
I think she might just try and be nice and say, it's alright, that, you know. But I reckon that it is a bag of toilet paper.
It looks like it's like a home video. I don't know how to make it look all like professional like the ones on TV or anything like that. I think I'll just have to try and play around with the lighting or something. The only bit that looked okay was the part on the rock. I think that's one of the only bits that went right. Apart from when Sarah stood there and she looks like she's going to smack someone, it's really funny. When I saw it, I just thought, oh my god. Especially the bit with the dresses, it just looked awful. My legs looked dead fat and then the dresses were just pulling in all the wrong places. It's horrible. In the bikinis we looked really cool and my legs were bright red. The video doesn't exactly tell the story. It does kind of, like the bit where Dan's in it. But no, it's just really to show people what we can do.
It's the second day at Nat's TA Centre, and the recruits are taking part in all varieties of activities to prepare them for the territorial army regime.
Right, I'm going to burn my fingers off in a minute. Oh, I can't wait for this. What is it? Fruit dumpling.
Yeah,
and butterscotch. Oh, I thought it was enough.
What do you think it was?
Meatballs.
Yeah. Probably got me
Oh, no.
At the moment, college and academia is not something Nat wants to consider. Being outside is one of the main attractions for Nat of life in the military.
I've never been one of them to want to sit behind a desk or anything. I think I like jobs where it's hands-on all the time and you have to be energetic to do it.
There's one part of the weekend Nat is dreading. It's called the bleep test and is the fitness assessment used by the military and the police force. Nat fears she won't meet the
All
mark.
you're going to do, the distance between the two sets of chairs from there to there is 20 metres. You will all start on one line at the bottom and you listen to the commands that are coming out of the hi-fi. It'll count you down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in beats.
Nat has always
and then
been
you start
fit.
to move
She was
from
dance
that
prefect
position
at
in a
school
straight
and girls
line
footy
to that
captain.
position.
But since
So you don't
leaving
need to
Egerton,
run.
things have
You start
changed.
off by briskly walking, okay?
When I left school, I was actually quite fit, but then leaving school, you had like this 6-week holidays and everything, so you're sitting on your backside and everything. But I did actually go to Thai bowl classes and do boxing and go to the gym, and then it just went downhill and I just stopped going. But now I think I need to get back into going to the gym, going for jogs. I just need a bit of motivation.
Level 1 starts with the triple bleep, after the 5 bleep countdown.
As she's considering careers with physical demands, it's important for Nat to do well in this test. Her personal best at school was level 7.
Wait, go.
Start level 2.
To get into the army, the recruits have to reach level 6.
Start level 4.
And for Nat's other career option, the police force, she needs to get to level 8.
When I was doing the bleep test, I was quite happy in myself because I was doing it, and I thought I was doing well.
Start level 5.
Each recruit gets 2 warnings before they're asked to stop.
First warning. Keep up, drop out. Girl with the ponytail, what's your name?
I just had to drop out because I couldn't breathe. And I was actually quite gutted about that one. Because I think I could have pushed myself to do a few more levels.
If it had been the police force, Nat would have failed, but she's reached the fitness levels required for the TA and has passed selection with flying colours.
When I left the camp and was going home in the army truck, I thought, yeah, I really want to do this. Because it's fun, and again, it's a challenge. And it looks good on your CV as well.
Sean is looking for something to put on his CV.
Yeah, there is.
He's been searching for work and has an interview for a telesales job. He thinks he stands a good chance and is off to see old Deputy Head Mrs Arden for some help.
Have you got a job?
Nelly.
Go away.
Telesales United Utilities.
Telesales? What, on the telephone? Are you on the telephone?
I went for a job interview yesterday.
Like talking in English so that other people can understand?
Yeah, like selling a business and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Why have you decided to do
I
that?
thought it looks alright.
Because you can wear the hat while you're doing it because nobody can see you. Cool move.
And my big yellow coat.
A tie?
No.
No.
Just...
No. So what have you been doing up till now?
Nothing.
Why?
I don't know. I've just been looking for a job, but not found one. I've had a few.
And what's happened with them?
One in McDonald's, it's just boring. And then the other one, he didn't have enough work.
So they let you go?
Yeah.
Are you feeling better about working now?
Yeah, because
Why?
I'll have money, won't
It's always a plus point having money.
I? I'm like, Miss, can you help me do a TV? I haven't got a TV.
Come on.
So,
We've done a CV.
Sean's lack of success in finding a job concerns him. He's not only turned up to Mrs Arden, but has also looked for guidance at the local careers centre. But they've been unable to help, he feels, because they have only one focus.
Careers, my ass. They should have put college above the door. That all, as soon as you get in, you have to go to college to get your grades to get a good job. You don't have to go to college at all. My dad didn't go to college. My mum didn't go to college. My brother didn't go to college. My dad's got a job, a safe job. My mum's got a safe job. My brother's got a safe job. My sister, she didn't go to college. She did for a little while, but not much long, and she got a job, a safe job. All my family have got a safe job, and they didn't go to college. You only go to college to do something you want to do, and I've got nothing I want to do.
It's really good to see you.
I know.
I've missed you.
Bram came up yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah.
I was going to come up, but I had an interview, so I had to go to that.
You know when we were doing that thing about in the courtroom?
Yeah.
And your language, what have you done with your eyebrows?
Oh, that's one of my mates the other night.
And we were saying that your language had to change.
What kind of language?
The language that grown-ups use, you had to start using.
Oh, yeah.
That's what telesales is about.
Oh, no, yeah. You got like.
Have you got a script?
No, not yet, but they're going to give me one if I get the job.
Really?
Yeah, every 4 weeks I get paid like more money. I listened as
and
well.
then you'll grow up while you're doing
an
that.
Armani suit and stuff.
You are?
I'm going to get an Armani suit.
With what?
With all the money I save up for my job that I get. I'm not going to spend none of it.
If you get an Armani suit, I want to see you in it.
I'll get a suit, man. I'm not wearing a tie with it, though.
Oh, you can't lose that streak, can you? Honestly. Name?
Sure.
It's a big day for Bram and his band Blues Fusion. It's the first time they've played at a venue that's famous for its music. What's more, they're headlining there. Chris, the manager of the Roadhouse, will be helping the lads with the preparation. He normally does a sound check well ahead of the gig, but there's already problems. Bram's bass player and drummer haven't turned up.
The drums will be ready in about 5 minutes. You need your amps up there, you need everything set up, tuned and ready to go. Right. Is it your drummer waiting for and bass player?
Yeah.
The two most important to start sound check first with.
I could always do the sound check for the drums and bass.
We need the rest of the shell. You need his cymbals, he needs his stuff like that. He's got to bring all of his hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to get in touch with him now and get
as
quick as you physically can and let me know what's happening? If he's being awkward, give me the phone. Wes, do you want to drink a tea?
John, the drummer, has yet to come. He's still in his house, quite far away. We told him to come pronto, quick time, snap it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He needs to get there quite fast.
And your cymbals, probably.
While lead guitarist Joe talks to the drummer, Bram is more concerned about bassist Burnsy.
He rang me up about 45 minutes ago, saying, I know it sounds weird, but I can't do it. And I just went, you are doing it, there's no choice, mate. He's in another band, you see, and he wants to practice with them more than he wants to do a gig with us. So obviously that looks like he don't want to be in our band anymore. And even if he does, I don't think we want him. Not alright, yeah, I was just a bit annoyed that the way I thought he was going to drop out at the last minute. And then there was like a bit of fear that he wouldn't show up at the gig, because he might just say, yeah, I'm coming, to try and get me off his back, and then not show up.
Unable to do anything about the situation, Bram and Joe have gone to get some grub. But Chris is concerned they should have been sound checking by now, and the remaining band members are still absent.
Right, here we go. How are you getting on with them?
Both on the way. Yeah, they're both on the way.
On the train. Do you know where they are?
The bass is going to be in about 30, about a minute. Maybe he's just getting Piccadilly train station.
I'm sound checking the bands first because I can't wait.
Right.
50 odd minutes late after sound check, so we're going to have to just...
Okay.
How long's your drummer going to be?
He's already on his way now, so...
Oh, is he?
May as well let him get in.
Alright, we've got his cymbal stands,
yeah,
and everything like that.
Snares,
All right, Bram,
yeah?
yeah?
Stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about this, mate. It's just...
No, it's just that I'm not bothered about wasting. I just got to make sure we're all done. I don't want, because otherwise you're not going to end up with a sound check. If you end up with no sound check, you're not going to really have as much fun as you will, because we'll have to do like a live run on it. Yeah?
Yeah.
It'll be cool.
The sound check rescheduled, the pressure is off, but Bram's unhappy about his band's reputation.
So you can put that there.
Back
So
at
I'm gonna put
Edgerton
time.
Park, Mrs. Arden's struggling to flesh
Anything
out
else?
Sean's CV.
I've got a U in maths.
We won't mention it.
That's it.
Science?
Didn't do it.
Geography?
Didn't do it.
PA? Technology?
Didn't do them.
Spanish?
Didn't get the certificate, didn't do my work. I worked as much as I wanted to work, so it's my own fault. So I'm not asked. I got the GCSEs. I got the grades I did because I didn't do nothing. Don't bother me, it's my own fault, innit? It's not no one else's fault, I'm not bothered. Because I had a good time in school. sometimes. So, I'm not bothered. It's my fault, innit? No one else has got to worry about it, just me.
You look more grown up.
I feel bad, man.
Why?
I've not got a job and I've done nothing for the last year. I've been...
Have you enjoyed doing nothing?
No.
Then why have you done nothing?
Because I've just not been bothered getting up and getting a job. I know every day I think, right, yeah,
Well, that's pathetic.
I know.
I thought you were going to be my success story.
I'm going to be successful, man.
You spent a year being a failure. You weren't a failure up till last year.
Oh, no, yeah. It's because I left school and I've got nothing to do. And I didn't want to go to college.
You might need to go to college at some point and get maths. Qualifications, you've done that, okay? Hobbies and interests.
Football.
What do you do with football? Just watch it?
Watch it, play it.
Right, you play it. Football. What else?
Getting drunk. Watching telly. Listening to music.
Have you got a life?
Yeah, of course I have.
Alright.
But everything's not like what they were here, is it?
Put music down.
Yeah.
So hobbies, interests. That's done.
I don't wish to do anything, me. I haven't got a job that I think, oh, that'd be fat. Or just like, Bram's always wanted to be a musician. Pickles always wanted to be a retard. Adele's wanted to pounce on Land Does No Beach and be a movie star or whatever she wants to be. I'm not bothered, me. I'd just see how things go in it as life goes on, man. See what happens.
Make sure you get a job.
I'm gonna get a job.
Make sure you behave. Get some money.
I'll get some money, man.
And let your mum be proud of you and me be proud of you. Don't want any more dossing in bed.
I don't doss.
Sean,
I know.
you get up in the morning and you do something with it.
I don't doss in bed though. I get up and like.
Doss.
Doss.
Don't.
Won't.
Week on Monday.
I will see you later, miss.
Be good. Sean, it's dead nice to see you.
See you later, miss.
Still exasperating, isn't he? Right, I'm going to have to go to my exam.
At the Roadhouse, bass player Bernsey has arrived, but the drummer John has yet to show. With a sound check imminent, the rest of the band are worried.
We brought your stand here.
I haven't bought nothing apart from my guitar.
I don't know. How are you gonna keep your guitar on stage?
I'll have to lean it against something.
We did tell him so many times to actually get there for 5, and he still couldn't do it. But I was a bit messed off that we had to miss the first sound check, and it was messing Chris about a bit as well in the Roadhouse. It's making us look a bit unprofessional or whatever.
But it's not all bad news. The freelance band spotter will be at tonight's gig. This means the delayed sound check is more important than ever.
Roadhouse here. How long are you going to be, buddy? You've really got to put your foot down. You knew you were supposed to have sound check at 5 o'clock and I needed you here for 5 o'clock. We're running very, very late because of you. Please don't forget anything and please get here as soon as you can. All right, buddy. See you soon as, yeah? All right then. Bye-bye. 20 minutes, so I'd suggest. It's going to be about an hour, half, 3/4 of an hour.
You don't have any spare jack leads playing something?
Jack leads? Why have you not gone for your guitar?
Mine broke this one. And he sort of forgot. I could always go and get some back.
Organised.
We are
undoubtedly coming up to one of the worst songs, man. No, I'm sure we've had worse. My main concern is really getting your drummer here. It's so paramount that we get him here as soon as. Because I've got nobody else's sound check now. That's the crazy thing about it. You should offer me some of that. I'm going to need it more than you.
Oh, this ain't funny, man. We're looking so unprofessional here.
I know.
The drummer missed the sound check and the band before Bram's, Sins of Society, are performing. Old school friends Sally and Hayley have come for support. It's a good job because Bram's concerned. Sins of Society are going down well, but their music's a far cry from Bram's band Blues Fusion. With half an hour before crunch time, Bram goes to track down his drummer. John did eventually arrive, but his nerves have led him to flee again.
Hi John, mate, it's me, Bram. It's me, Bram. Alright, mate. Where are you now? On your way back? Oh, cool, because the second band's on already.
John had an engagement 10 miles away, even more pressing than the gig.
He went all the way back to Disbury to take, and then he's coming all the way back.
With the audience in raptures, it's nearly time for Blues Fusion to set up. Andy Woods, the record company talent spotter, is just in time, but the Sins of Society have missed their chance.
The band that was on before us was a bit heavy, I reckon. But if you're into that type of music, then I think they'll be good. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that type of music, and it was quite scary to me.
With the turmoil of the day behind him, Bram gets ready to sing his songs.
Hi, we're Blues Fusion, and it's an instrumental. It's called Biner.
It's a telling time for Blues Fusion. A record deal could rest on this performance.
When I got up, I knew there was someone there, but when I played, I just forgot. I wasn't like trying to impress anybody, I was just trying to play for like me. Do the best I can. And when you're playing the first song, you're a bit nervous, but not as nervous as you are when you first got up there. And then by like the third song, you're just in your mode and just going for it.
The third song of the set is called Favourite Scar. It's the first Bram wrote with the band.
You don't really bother if people don't like it, you're enjoying yourself, and yeah, your band's enjoying themselves, and that's the way it should be, isn't it? It was one of the best performances we've done, probably, but I know we can definitely do a lot better. Because when we get used to playing in clubs like that, like biggest sort of clubs, and like we'll just get used to it and just play better. Because it was like the first one, we're all a bit nervous in a way.
I thought you were okay, but I thought a lot of the stuff was overcomplicated. Do you want to be pop stars, as it were, and get your band big time? Is that your kind of idea?
Yeah, make a living off it. Yeah.
The only other thing I was going to say is on some of the songs when you sing and you do the loud singing parts, I think your voice isn't tailored for that kind of singing really. It was almost shouting at some points, and I thought it was much better when the songs were mellower and you allowed your voice to, what I would call your natural voice to come out, as opposed to shouting your head off because you couldn't hear the sound on stage and whatever.
He told me to just get vocal training and find my range, but I already know my range, but I was just trying to experiment within the songs with my voice to see if I can get like some new sounds out and anything, but he probably didn't notice that.
Bram's come a long way from Edgerton Park. As he leaves the venue, which has played host to bands like the Stereophonics, special school friend Hayley is there to share in his happy moment.
Hold on.
in some respects I really do wish I could go back to school and sort my life out better. It's just, you miss your opportunity.
I look back and think school's days were top and stuff, and they'll always like be in my memories and stuff.
Don't be scared.
I don't want to grow up. I want to be Peter Pan and stay a kid forever.
You'll never change what's been and gone.
I've grown up, haven't I, and I've learned to realise what school was about, what the teachers were there to do for you, and that really they weren't always having a go at you, they were doing it to help you.
No, some days I think, oh, this is better than when I was at school. And then other days I just think, oh, I'd rather be at school.
It's not the greatest thing I'll ever remember. It was just a big part of my life that I won't forget.
Don't be scared. Your destiny may keep you.
I don't miss nothing about the school. There's nothing to miss.
Hayley is doing a modern apprenticeship at a stables. She still wants to work in the funeral business. Bram plans to study music at university and is gigging round Manchester. It's 3 weeks before Michelle's babe is due. She thinks it's a girl and is planning on calling her Chloe Elizabeth. Nat is working in a local sports shop. She's having second thoughts about the army. Sally is still hoping to get the grades to fulfill her dream of being a doctor. Adele wants to do drama or media at university and is about to send off her pop video.
Nothing's gonna come up here, it's just a friend request. What?
Right.
It's not fair, my mum won't let me play chess. I want to play chess. Why would she let me play chess?
Hey, Mum.
You have to climb over a fence over there, I'm telling you. Are you joking? I've got thongs on the skirt.
Ow! You don't fucking out. That's not my face. Where's action up there?
How come he's just got a big mask on?
Right, can we get a statement? We get a statement! Brad! Brad! Brad!